Welcome to Mate.1, y'all. We're going to be kicking off this channel with a series called Bot Beatdown, where we're going to work our way up the rating ladder of bots, get as high as we can. This episode is just going to be Martin through Philippe, the first 5 beginner bots. Let's get into it. We're going to play E4 this game, but I'm going to try to switch up the openings as we work through the bots. I've been playing E4 my entire life, though, so once we hit these D4 openings and whatever else we decide to throw at these computers, we'll see how we fare. For now, though, Martin is just creating the Great Wall of pawns here. Is there a threat? Nope. So I'm just going to short castle. Alright, now he's pushing. I mean, I don't mind opening up the center right now with his king still there, so we'll just take here. Can start attacking some of his pieces. I did hang b2, but he's Martin, so yeah, I'm gonna try to play with a better principle moving forward. Try to keep these smarter ideas going with even the lower level bots. But sometimes, especially whenever it's just Martin, you can just kind of do whatever and get away with it. Looking to get my queen out, maybe to a square like g5. I'm gonna do that now. h5, is this some sort of attack? I assume it has to be an effort to some sort of attack, but when you're down 6 points of material, you can give it your best shot. Well, attack the rook, have eyes on the pawn, and Martin defends. It's actually kind of crazy. Okay, yeah, so hanging everything. I'm actually going to take the knight. The knight has more of a threat right now, and then the rook's still going to be hanging anyway. And now I can just take this pawn. Blocking. Not exactly what I expected. Let's see. We'll give a check here. Take the bishop. Take the pawn. Now take the bishop with the bishop. We're just kind of working our way through his position right now. Start bringing my knight in, looking for knight checks. Could end the game. We're just gonna take everything, simplify, and we'll look to end this. He'll play knight h8, yeah, rook h8. I mean, a lot of things I can do here, but probably missing a quicker mate. Yeah, it's actually just this. Yeah, right there. Alright, yeah, there's Martin. About what we expected. Alright, we're moving on to Wayne now. Wayne is also 250, so he's supposed to be the same difficulty as Martin. Do I have it so that I can play either white or black? We'll figure out how to do that later. I might just end up playing as white against the first 5 bots. Oh, wow, okay. A sacrifice on move 3 that does nothing. Looking to take center space. I already have a strong center pawn here. I don't want to push my knight, because he's just going to then get bulldozed. Okay, doesn't even do that. I can go ahead and manually castle. And looking pretty good here. All eyes are on f7. That's just not a worry. Not at all. here. Now I'll go ahead and slide my bishop back all the way to b3 to go ahead and help protect b2. Moved his queen back anyway though, so let's see. I can try to infiltrate with my queen a bit. Probably should have gone to h5 with that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know. That was a Martin type move, I feel like. Wow. A lot can be done here. I can probably sacrifice something, but I'll go ahead and just keep getting my queen into a better position. Alright, look at Martin actually stopping this stuff. Although I do have a bit of a trick here with bishop cap. Okay. No, still holding down the position. Wayne is standing on business here. Alright. He's not going down without a fight. Yeah, let's not hang our queen against Wayne, the second bot. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and keep developing. This pawn's been sitting there for a while. Wayne finally grabs that. I'm not too interested in material odds. Being up now 11 points. We'll take here. Whoever takes back, we'll go ahead and play queen e7. Take this knight now. Whole reason I went queen e7, but my memory gets a bit foggy. I'm taking here because I can sacrifice and play queen d4. If rook was to take, that would be a pin. I'm still going to go bishop d4 to look for a discovered check. Something like this that can be followed by this. And that's Wayne. Alright. Is our next spot a bit harder? There we go. And we can say I play as either or. Fabiano Caruana, is that him? Before he started practicing. What country is this? I'm sorry for anyone from Gibraltar. I don't know your country. Never heard of that. Take center space. Don't play h5 in your openings. And yeah, we can just do natural development. Yeah, playing h5, a6, and then moving your knight twice. Those were his first four moves. I'd like to encourage y'all not to kind of try for these sort of positions. Wow, and a5. Could have just gone there in one move, but I guess Fabian didn't like his pawn on a6. So, you know, that's fine. To each their own. We're just going to keep on doing us. I don't mind having this open F file for whenever I short castle. Let's see, is there a threat here? I would just take back and it would actually undouble my pawns, improving my structure. So I'm just going to short castle here. I could take, double his pawns. His rook could also take back. I'm just going to hold off on that. Interesting position. At least with these earlier bots, you know that none of your opening prep will come in handy because they're going to abandon it. Yeah, so Fabian is actually partially blind in his left eye. So, yeah, I'd like her back. He didn't even know that that pawn was there. But, you know, if I could take back moves, I absolutely would, Fabian. But I'll make the rules. I just follow them. We can take here, put our knight on e5, it's strong there. This knight being here isn't a problem because my bishop probably won't be leaving d3 anytime soon. Also, this is a hanging bishop. Oh, okay, it is leaving d3 sometime soon. But any problems that the knight might have caused are also gone, so we don't mind that. Yeah, we're just really moving in on him now. Look for some discovered checks after putting my knight on d6, just like that. If his king goes to either of these squares, like there. I mean, I could lose my rook here. I'll just go back to this position, and then after takes here, there has to be a mate. It's just one of those positions. I can get in with my queen first. After king c7. I can go here. Give this check. Take his rook. Take his bishop. And this will just be a short few moves. Go here. Go here. And go here. And that's going to be Fabian. Y'all, I promise it'll get harder. Look at that, we're already almost doubling our elo. This is incredible. By the way, y'all, this is a new account. I don't actually play at a 400 level. My all-time peak on Rapid was 1845. Right now, that was before I took a bit of a break. I could probably play around 1600 level now. I'm going to push this pawn here, looking to combat any fianchetto that he might be looking at. See, and it's just these weird queen moves, weird pawn moves as well, that just throw us off whenever playing against these bots. He might end up just kicking my knight out. That you know, he'll be just as happy on e2 though, so do not mind. This is a pin. Keep on taking. Up so much material, now you just want to simplify. Maybe look for something a bit bullish. Moving the knight back and then looking to play f4 is an idea here. Now, do I really want to open up this pawn? No, I don't, but especially with his rook now on g8. Go ahead and take here. That, against a higher level opponent, that might end up being a long-term issue, but or even just a medium-term issue. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm also going to take here just because it's protected. So yeah, I mean, he has ideas here for sure, but I'm just going to keep on taking because there aren't any immediate threats, and if he's just giving away pieces for free, might as well. Okay, yeah, that's a sacrifice. Up 25 points of material. 22. Are we losing now? Being up 22 points of material? Wow, okay. We can take this bishop. Go ahead and get our rook into the fight. Discovered check with our bishop. And we will just deliver mate right there. Alright, that's Swan down. And now our last bot of the day, Philippe. He is from Poland. And he's also rated 400. Let's switch up the opening. We'll go ahead and play d4. And we'll just have to adjust to whatever he does. Throw our bishop out onto f4. And this is where we have to abandon any opening knowledge, because now our bishop isn't on f4 like we expected, but we also have a queen in exchange, so we'll take that. Yeah, I mean, I swear they made Martin a lot harder than even these bots that are higher rated than him. I'm not sure what the motivation of that was, but they did it. Go ahead and just slide back. Just some pretty awful moves. But that's what we expected going into this, It'll start getting real good once we play some higher rated bots, for sure. The highest rated bot I've beaten was the Ben Feingold bot. It was 2,562, I think. Someone might have to check me on that. But we're looking to beat that, hopefully. He'll have to put his rook on c7. Oh. Okay, or he can, like that. I can take the rook, or I can take on c7. And if queen takes c7, his king's going back to e8. And then I don't really have a follow-up. So I'm just going to take the rook. I think we can end the game faster this way. Alright, so yeah, he thinks he's being clever here. He kind of is, There is an idea. It just doesn't really do anything. We're going to put the pressure back on c7. We're going to take. We can win a rook now. Oh, not necessarily. Okay. He could have blocked with the knight, but then I would have just taken the knight. Get our rook over. And try to just check him into oblivion. Win this knight. And that's Philippe. Y'all, the footage cut short there, but those were the first 5 bots of the 15 beginner bots. I'll see y'all next episode. Thank you for hanging out.